actually shoots really nice, dude. Like, I don't feel like there was a ton of recoil, and I didn't have a ton of twanginess. APW15. So this is going to be the retro rifle. The ones that Alpha made, it has the moderator, which was originally made to make it sound like an AK in Vietnam. They're not as good as 16. 16's not as good as 24, right? The longer, the better. Hey guys, we are back. I am Justin from Rifle Supply. We are at FT3 in Stanton, California. Come here and shoot if you need to do some indoor shooting. Rifle, pistol, shotgun, they have tons to rent. They have 4 of our RS-15s to rent if you want to try out our RS-15s. So come on down here, great people. We are back. I have no Sam today, and that's a bummer, but I'm in a good mood today, so he missed out on that one. We have the Alpha Shooting Sports APW15. So this is going to be the retro rifle. And what I'm going to do, because I don't claim to be an expert on everything, I'm going to refer to a text from Chuck that came from Daniel, who, if any of you guys know our store, Daniel is our assistant manager. He was a tank mechanic in the Marine Corps. He is an awesome dude, and he sent us kind of everything, and he's super into retro rifles, sent us everything about this and what it was and what it was supposed to be. So I'm gonna start off with all the technical stuff. For all you people that like to geek out on that stuff, that's totally cool. And then we'll get into just the actual functioning of the rifle. We're gonna shoot it and see how it goes. This is a retro version of the XM177E2. XM177E2. Maybe you can cut that in there or something. You can say it like right here or whatever. So basically what it was is a CAR 15 was the standard designation, but without the moderator. So the ones that Alpha made, it has the moderator, which was originally made to make it sound like an AK in Vietnam. When I first saw this, I thought it was a retro Commando, 11.5-inch pistol that they used to use over there, but I was wrong. Dan was right. This is XM177E2. So it's actually kind of cool with the moderator to make it sound like what the enemy was shooting, so they can't identify it as us being the enemy and our guns. So that was pretty fucking nifty. So it's a super cool looking gun. We're gonna go over the whole thing, like I said, and then we're gonna shoot it. So let's get started. Let's go butt to tip. How about that? It has, in like a retro style, it has a 2-position stock. 1, 2. It's fine. Bolt just sent home. Clear. 2-position stock. It's either really long or really short. Take that as you will, but that's what it is. It's a little smaller retro stock on it. It's probably not gonna be quite as fun to shoot because of how it sits on your shoulder. It does have a sling point here, just like it has a sling point up here. You're not gonna run QD. You're not gonna run any of that cool stuff. Could you add things to it? Yes, you would change it, but then it would change the retroness, if that's a word, I'm not sure. Retroness of the rifle, okay? Moving on here to the upper. Teardrop forward assist, which I love, keeping it retro there. Has a retro A2 with kind of your lanyard, your loop point here. All the internals are going to be mil spec. It does have the branding from Alpha over here on this side. Everything is murdered out on this, so nothing's gonna stand out. It looks very clean and smooth as far as the retroness. Does not have ambi controls, has single-sided controls here to keep to the retro. Mag release is going to be retro. It does come fitted with the CompMag, so you can have the adjustable stock and the pistol grip. Circle handguard. It has a carbine buffer system. A carbine gas system, so you're gonna get plenty of gas to cycle this through. Will it bang a little bit harder? Yes, but it's not going to be as smooth shooting as a mid-length or a rifle length, but it is going to work every time. And I'm a huge proponent of, I'm a fucking liar, sorry. I have a rifle length gas system on my 308, so I have all of the different gas systems, and it does shoot nice, it does shoot soft. But when I want something to work every fucking time, I want it to blow back as much gas as possible. Does it mean I have to clean it more? Yes. Does it mean that bolt is gonna go back and forward? Yes. So if my life depended on it, I want the fucking thing to cycle. Going to that, on that note, you have an A2 front sight post, which also, as most of you know, is your gas block. This thing is pinned. It should not move. It should not walk. It should not fuck up like any of our cool AR style guns. I shot these initially when I first started shooting 20 years ago, then I got away from them and all the cool guy guns, and now I've really gone back to most of my guns I want fixed sights on. Going on to the barrel length, it is a 12.5 inch with the moderator on it to take it to the legal limit of 16. Okay, it is pinned and welded by Alpha. Welds look super nice. They spray paint over them, so it's super cool there. Now let's get into ballistics a little bit. The ballistics suck at 12.5. They're not as good as 16. 16 is not as good as 24, right? The longer, the better. But anyway, let's get into twist rate real quick, right? Talk shit, let's have a conversation in the comments, but there's really only one way to look at twist rate. When I have a projectile that is heavier, I want it to spin more. So the perfect twist rate for a 55 grain projectile is 1 in 12. Nobody makes 1 in 12 in an 18 or a 16 inch. If you go to 20, 22, 24, you could get a 1 in 12. That would be the correct twist rate, because there's a lot of points to this, but overspinning a bullet is okay. What you don't want to do is underspin the bullet. When you underspin a bullet, it just has a lot of drop on it, right? It loses velocity. If I'm throwing a football, the faster, the tighter the spiral is, the flatter it's going to be. As it starts to lose the spiral, it starts to fade off. It's the same thing with the projectile. But most of you guys want to know what the twist rate is. I want a 1 in 8. I want a 1 in 9. I need a 1 in 7. Unless you're hand loading your ammo and you're shooting at 1,000 yards, it's not going to make a difference. At 100 to 300, that twist rate's not going to matter. And if you're talking about from a tactical standpoint, if you over twist a bullet, I'm gonna get this little itty bitty fucking hole, okay, in a person and a through and through. 223 is not made to have a through and through. It's made to start to tumble at the end and create cavitation in somebody's body, right? So if you're talking about the effective range of the weapon and the effective range of the bullet, those are two separate things, and maybe we'll do a different video on it, because the effective range of this weapon, it also depends on what projectile you're shooting out of it, right? So enough on my rant on twist rates and how everybody wants a certain one, but they have no idea what it means. They just read it on the internet. Think about it this way. When you have a heavier projectile, you want a lower twist rate. I want that heavy projectile spinning as fast as I possibly can to flatten it out. If you're using 50 fine grain, like 97% of the population, and you're shooting at 100 yards to 300 yards with your AR-15, you could shoot anything from 1 to 7 to 1 to 9 to 1 to 10, and you will shoot just fine. The grouping difference will be from here to here, which most of you can't even get here, so don't fucking worry about it, okay? So let's go ahead and shoot this thing and see how it works. It's Alpha. They make a great product, so I'm assuming it's going to shoot well, and nothing crazy will happen. Maybe I'll get Chuck or Raul in here to shoot it next if they really feel like shooting it, but if Chuck's done peeing, I guess that was the issue, is he had to pee really bad. Yeah? You good? Okay, good. So we are using a CompMag, which isn't as much fun, but you just load it in there, and then you load them in there, and then you load them in there. Right? You just put them in flat, you put that up, you go like that, and then you're good, right? So if you're not used to shooting a small aperture rear sight, you'll have to get used to it as far as with the A2, but it should be pretty easy. My eyes are going though. Actually shoots really nice, dude. Like I don't feel like there was a ton of recoil, and I didn't have a ton of twanginess. I didn't have a ton of twanginess in it either. That was pretty cool. Gosh darn it. There we go. Let's load this up again. Watch out, Nikki, so you're not downrange. I kind of want to shoot it a couple more times. Anybody want to shoot it? Kevin wants to shoot it. Cool, you're up. Hold on, I want to take a couple more shots, and they're all loaded up for you too. Oh, got to send it home, huh? Man, that thing shoots really, go ahead, Nikki. That thing shoots really nice. You don't have to come down here, I just want to look at it. I just want to see where it's at. Just a little low, but I mean, they're all on target. I've never shot the thing before. It's never been sighted in, nothing like that. So I mean, on target from this short distance. You don't want to shoot it, Chuck? It's weird because I'm not getting a lot of twanginess out of it, like you would with the normal spring. So I know you haven't shot a ton of ARs yet. Safety is on. I know you haven't shot a ton of them, but kind of pay attention to the fact that it's not as twangy as the other ones in my eyes, but go ahead.
Maybe. You said it was an A2 grip, it's an A1. Oh, it's an A1 upper.
Okay. Because of safety on? Yep. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
It's not as twangy as a normal AR, and I have to correct myself, well, because I was corrected by everybody. I'm so used to looking at our retro rifle, which we're going to be doing a video on soon, which is like a A2.5. This is an A1, and the compensator is the grip is going to be A1, correct?
A1 grip, A1 upper.
A1 grip, A1 upper. You'll notice the difference when you do our video because we did an A2 upper. And it's a totally different sight that fits into the back and everything like that. So I stand corrected. I don't know if I know I said A2 here, but I didn't say A1 here. But either way, it's an A1 retro rifle, or what Dan said as far as the XM177E2. Wham! Nailed it. Hey, you always got to be learning stuff. There's no way, if you think you know everything about guns, then there's something wrong. So I definitely am always learning. It shot really nice. I like the look of the rifle. I think it's very cool looking, but it still has to operate correctly for me. It does have a spot right here where you can add Picatinny and you can add a dot if you wanted to, which would be really nice because it would be, as far as your cheek well, it's going to be right there. So it makes it really nice. You're not gonna have to duck your head down or anything. That's what's cool about these carry handles. And you can just carry the gun around like this. So it works.
Carries them like that.
Huh?
No one carries them like that.
Why not?
Because that's not the way that you.
Well, then why'd they make a carry handle? Well, because when you were humping a pack and having everything else, and you got a box of fucking, you know, a container full of ammo and stuff, you're just humping it like that. That's definitely not a safe way to walk with a gun, 100%. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So that is the Alpha Retro rifle. Their XM177E2 clone, basically what it is. We have them in stock. Come down and see us. We also have the uppers in stock. If you just had your lower and you're like, screw it, I want that 12.5 inch, 16 inch, right? We can sell you the upper too, because we have those in stock. So come on down, check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check the link in the caption for the link to this, and I hope to see you guys soon.